Alright, Shalom. First off, give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring, and truth and sincerity, and the women and children who follow. I just wanted to, to do a little righteous rant, so to speak, on my way to work. We get so caught up, in our daily lives, going back and forth to the job, dealing with your family, dealing with, so-called friends or niggas in the world, But if you're a man of the Lord and you in His truth, your mind should be on salvation. Which, Lord's will, all you brothers are in the same spirit. But we just gotta recognize, man, that everybody else is not in that same spirit that we are. That's why I say try the spirit by the spirit. The overall view I'm trying to, get at is basically, man, these other people, they're not worried about salvation. They are not worried about being delivered out of America. It's a new year, it's a new film. Blessings are raining down on them in 2018, this, that, and the third. How they're going to be so much more prosperous this year. How, 2016 was training camp, 17 was practice, now 18, they ready to start shining and studying on a motherfucker, But they don't understand the prophecies. They don't understand everything that's said to happen in this society, everything that's been set up right now. We in January, and look at this fucked up ass weather, man. This past weekend at camp, the wind chill was in the negative 40s. Now, I done been in Omaha my whole life, and I ain't never seen, I think I've maybe seen negative 10 or negative 15 once or twice for a wind chill. The actual degrees was negative 20 and the wind chill was like negative 40. And then this weekend it's going to be in the mid 30s, close to 40. That's a 70, 80 degree swing in a week. This shit ain't right, man. This place is going down. Then the so-called white man, he poisons you in the air with the chemtrails, in the food with the GMOs, in the water with fucking fluoride. He has his school system set up to indoctrinate you to what he wants you to think, what he wants you to believe. This westernized culture, everything is set up for you to fail in this place, man. And you niggas is failing. But that's why I said the 2/3 of our nation, they're not worried about salvation. They got their mind on everything else right now. They groping at noonday. Okay? They're the dry bones right now, man. We gotta keep our flesh on our bones, man. We gotta hunker down and go harder. Cause, like I said, man, we at the end of this thing. Everything is the prophecies are speaking and not lying. To quote Habakkuk. You got China making deals to try to sell oil in their currency. You got these cryptocurrencies building up to an amazing level that's gonna help usher in the market of beasts with the whole blockchain system. You got martial law in a U.S. city right now. Not martial law, but you got the means for martial law being set up. You do have UN troops in the city right now. It's not fully manifested, but man, it's all coming together, man. Everything that we've been telling you, for since the elders been out here, man, it's coming to pass now. Now is high time to wake out of sleep because our salvation is nearer than what we believe. Now is the time to make your change. If you ain't already made that change and fully giving yourself over to Yahweh Shem Shai, now is the time to do it. Because guess what? Your woman ain't gonna do it. Your child ain't gonna do it. Your brother ain't gonna do it. Your carnal brother, that is. Shake that shit off, man. Gird up thy loins like a man. This thing right here that we in is for men, okay? Real men of the Lord who tired of this place. The ones who are sighing and crying for the abominations that be done therein. That's what this thing is about, man. That's our goal, is to get salvation. And like I said, man, it really is nearer than what we believe. 2018 could be the year. That's why, the apostle said that this is a year of prophecy, man. And that's what we got to push. We got to keep pushing these prophecies, about America being destroyed, the famine, the martial law, the training, the concentration camps, the World War III, the chip. All this is in the scriptures. Okay, we just got to be diligent enough to search them out and have your mind open and your heart set aright to take in what the scriptures are trying to say. Now, ultimately, that's through the grace of Yahweh Shem Shai. But currently here on earth, we don't know if that's in His will or not. But what we can do is put our mind to it and fight. Whether you be chosen or not, fight. We come into a time that never was before and never will be. And you gonna have to, according to Isaiah the 33rd chapter, 6th verse, wisdom and knowledge is gonna be the stability of the times in those days. That's your strength and salvation. What you know scripturally, how you apply it, how you rocking in those days, man. But you can't just acquire all that wisdom and knowledge in that day. You got to already have your oil. That's why it says in Matthews, it talks about the oil, which is the knowledge of this truth. Trim your lamps. That's what it's about, man. It's about being prepared for that day. Because this is a training camp. This is practice. But this drill is gonna go live. Just like the so-called white man, he has his little drills where, they'll do a false flag event, or they'll have a test run. And then the drill will go live, and it becomes a terrorist attack. That's how Yahweh Shem Shai has it set up. Right now, we're practicing righteousness. We're getting our studies in. Okay? Getting our reps in, working out. We're preparing for the fight. We're in training camp. But this will go live. And when it goes live, are you going to be ready? Do you have your household in order? Do you have yourself in order? What's your personal relationship with Yahweh Shem Shai? And, I just hope, if you listen to this, that, your mind was sparked, your spirit was sparked, that, it'll put a fire in you to get what you need to get out this truth. Are you getting what you need to get out this truth? Because salvation is what I need to get. So what I need to do, I need to keep doing these videos. I need to study more. I need to keep going out on the highways, being a brother. And that's for everybody, man. That's what it's about. Call law, Yahweh Shem Yashai, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, and the women and children who follow. Shalom.